they made a run. Because I heard Drew say it this morning. Somebody called in to Drew and was like knocking walls. And Drew was like, I'd give anything for the men to be 4 straight ACC champions, losing at a buzzer beater to a team that's going to be a 1 seed. Like,
I know.
That would be like Louisville being the people believe in Louisville and Florida State were the best 2 teams in the ACC this year. And then Scotty Barnes hitting a buzzer beater, beating you by 2. You're like, man, dude, come on. Now we're a 2 seed.
Okay, Virginia.
Okay, let's do it, man. We will get.
Okay, so
first off, let me say where my perspective is coming from. Also, I told you last week, Brad Schmidt, appreciate him again, man. Called, offered the tickets. Actually, to me and you, obviously I know what you do. So I took Elijah. Had a great time, but I wanted to make sure my perspective was for the first time all year in the building. Yeah, watching the game. So that's kind of where I was coming from. And I haven't went back and I've rewatched highlights, but I haven't went back. So that's where I'm coming from. I wanted to keep that. I knew you went back and watched it. I wanted to keep watching it live, fresh in my head.
Right.
So,
okay. So are we in the spot?
Great atmosphere too.
Okay.
Yeah, well done.
Okay.
Well done.
That'll probably come into play. Okay. Did you leave that game disappointed in our team or impressed with Virginia? And I want you to add the coaching into it. Because here's the thing. We don't let narratives and untruths slip by us when they say it. When it's your team, we call it out as your team. When it's our team, we call it out as our team. So when you left that game, what was your emotion like?
Let me put it here. I'm going to put on my Brian Hall mask real quick. Brian Hall now. A little in between. They looked like a team, and I don't want to step on some of your points here, but so some of this, if I say, I have heard a little bit of Marcus say too, but I think we've been together long enough that people know we kind of just share points sometimes. But they looked like a team, and this is something we haven't talked about, that found out before they played that Notre Dame was beating Florida State. They looked like a team that woke up in the morning going, okay, we're a 2 seed. We're the 2 seed. Then it was, we win this game, we win the conference. Y'all know that, right? All of a sudden, they were a team with, and this is where I'm still in you a little bit, a championship point guard, a championship center, and it was like.
Do people realize that those 2 guys guarding Carlik Jones, literally have championship rings on their mantles right now?
And we're part of that team. Like, we're a big part of that team.
Yeah. We're a 1 seed the year before.
Yeah.
And answered with the toughness
and
intestinal fortitude to win a championship the very next year. Those 2 guys that were guarding Carlik Jones were out on that floor with a chance to win the conference.
And I think locally, some people bought into the narrative that was kind of being spun out there that this is Virginia team. I had a Mitch call them bums. I'm going to get the Mitch. But this team was a 4 seed in the tournament. They won the ACC conference. Like, they're not number 1, but this isn't a bad team.
Even if you said it's a down year for the ACC, any conference that has a down year, the team that wins the conference cannot be called a bum in any Power 5 conference.
They kind of tried to turn them into.
Think about that.
The Bad News Bears or something.
No matter how bad your Power 5 conference is, the number 1 team who wins your regular season is a team that can beat anybody.
Oh, yeah. You would not be surprised at all if Virginia was in the Elite 8. No. 4-seeded Virginia made it to the Elite 8. They might win the ACC tournament and be a 3 seed. They very well might. So
keep going.
Okay, so anyways.
Or is there?
No. There was more. But I'm explaining what Virginia was on Saturday. Okay. Then on the flip side of that, and let me say, Virginia, we'll get to personnel and different plays. Virginia played locked in, They had a guy that was in Hauser who was playing tremendously. I mean, and I was proud of our crowd. It's a smart crowd, man.
Did they moan on his shot?
They started to, our crowd in the Yum Center started to give that man respect. He was hitting a shot and they just went, actually, I mean, it was the Yum Center just, oh, wow. It was like, and then I thought our crowd was excellent when Dre Davis, there was a play where Dre Davis is just locking him up. He won't let him go anywhere. And as he's going, the crowd's just like, and the crowd was almost forcing Hauser, like, come on now, come on now, do it. Yeah, are you gonna kill us?
Our little, I can't use this phrase, but our little pit bull, you know what I'm saying, is on you. Like, what are you gonna do? Because I want my pit bull to learn too.
Yes.
So keep on going.
And our crowd, it was so awesome to watch. Because our crowd was like, they were daring Sam Hauser to pass the ball. And Hauser shot that turnaround and it went off the back. And that crowd was just like, they were, if they had rose petals, they would have thrown them at Dre Davis.
Right.
You did it. Right. You did it. It was awesome, man.
See what I'm saying?
But let me just say real quick, too. I just loved being back in a crowd, man. And I'm not getting too far off, but let me say that too. The appreciation, you can see in my face, the appreciation for being back in a crowd was awesome. It was awesome.
Right? No, again, I could hear it when you said it. Yeah, actually being in. So when you're talking about the game, like I'm watching it, like this is some good basketball. Yeah. Like this is my kids are growing. Virginia's hitting some tough shots. We're making them beat us. Yeah. We're literally making Virginia beat us. And I was like, okay, the good Virginia team showed up today. You know what I'm saying? Keah Clark knows what he's been doing, what he was doing out there at this level for years.
And he was good. And this is kind of answering your question. I left pretty impressed with him, man. I mean, he was good on Carlik.
Right.
I mean, he was good, dude.
And again,
the one jumper Carlik got could have been an offensive foul if they wanted to call it.
Yes.
Like
he flopped at the right time.
When he hit him, Carlik hit him with that chicken wing and then went up. And I was like, oh.
And here's where I'll start saying I'm going to deduct a couple of points on our coaching staff, right? Because
you need to bring this point up.
Yeah. I've got to deduct points from our coaching staff because
I was going to have a hard time going any further without bringing this up.
Yeah. Okay. Listen. This is the game Carlik can't play 40 minutes in, right? And I'll do this. 37. Fine. 38 is fine.
Yeah.
But at some point, just psychological reset. Hey, I'm going to do you a favor on this one, Carlik. I'm going to let you sit over here and watch 4 possessions.
Brian, will you pull up the stats and pull up the minutes? We know but I want Brian to just be involved there and read those.
Okay, coach, this is a tough tandem out here.
Yeah.
Carlik is senior night. This is the first time he's heard this level of crowd energy, and it's nothing compared to what
whole fam. He had 2-3 rows of people there. So.
Oh, right. Okay. So you have Carlik had every possible anxiety that a young man could have. And I know.
Shout out to the guy. I don't know who the guy was. I was like, 1 more year.
Right? Listen, Coach Matt loves Carlik Jones. He respects him so much that he's like, if he needs to come out, he'll do that, right? But you got to save somebody like Carlik from himself.
Yeah.
Hey, 4 possessions, 4 deep breaths. You watch 4 possessions. And I'll get you right back in the game. But you're obviously amped up today. This kid, you know what I'm saying? Even when I said the Dino Gaudio thing, yes, they're playing good defense, but if the coach has been telling them how good their defense is, and it's kind of a shocker that, damn, this dude really is, and it's this little stuff that Carlik wouldn't have even saw on the tape leading up to the game.
Yeah. That's our point. That's going to be our point.
That's exactly. Yeah.
So I'm glad you noticed that. That's our point.
Again, there's a narrative that we let permeate through the fan base, or you and I didn't, but it used to always, being down by 6 is like being down, and I'm like, no, it's not. It's not.
And I drove you nuts. Because I was super guilty at that, because I would look at you and I would always, anytime we're playing Virginia, and I'm like, well, they went up 6. We might as well be down 14.
We sat down in the front row, and I'm like, Steve.
But that's allowed to permeate with me.
No, it isn't.
But what you're saying, and I don't think you said it on Drew's show a minute ago, so I don't think we're saying anything out of line here. But when Coach Gaudio said on the Bob last week, he said, we told him, throw your average out the window.
Yeah, and I don't know if he was, it was hyperbole, but if he said it, or it looked like, put it this way, it looked like he said it.
He's a coach. The coach don't repeat stuff like that. If that's not what they've been telling him. And I love Coach Gaudio. It's nothing like that.
And this is Coach Gaudio.
Yeah, right. And he'll say,
he'll still pretty much tell you anything.
But Carleek played like a guy. Now this he didn't say this. Is Steve saying this. Carleek played like a guy that was in practice all week, and the coaches were like, "You go in the middle, he'll block you. You go, you take it. He'll block your shot. He'll block your shot. He'll block your shot." Okay, well, Carleek like it.
Yeah.
He every time Jay Huff turned his neck towards Carleek floated it up.
It floated it with a hesitation. Like, even when Carleek was getting his shot blocked by other guys, it was like, Carleek, those guys don't block your shot.
And the sample size, Moses Wright, the ACC Player of the Year, and we'll get to that. It's the best shot blocker in the league, and I watched Carleek go right at him. Right? And so the sample size says Carleek doesn't do that.
Right.
Saturday was out of the norm, and you say it all the time. And I go to you on this because I've only had a couple senior nights, and they were high school and stuff, and there's a I'm moving on, to that one.
Yeah.
Like, it's senior night, but I'm going to play college football. Yeah. So okay, whatever. But you say it all the time in college, and you open my eyes to this. That senior night, it brings a different, even with the crowd. Well, even with the guy yelling out, "Come back for one more year."
Even with your teammates that want to give you the ball more.
Yeah.
Like, no, take the shot. I don't want the ball right now. Like, you're fine taking the ball. T.A. Clarkson, good. I can't do the playmaker thing. I know y'all want me to have a great night. You think everybody on that team didn't want David Johnson and Carleek Jones to have the best nights of their lives? So everything is awkward. Everything's off balance. Coach, you gotta get them at the 8-minute mark. You gotta get them 4 possessions of just watch the game.
Yeah.
Catch your breath. Just relax and tell them. Like, during the first at the 6-minute mark, I pull Carleek out the game, and this is why I go over to Carleek and say, "Boy, it's been a damn fun year coaching you."
Yeah.
Say that at the 6-minute mark.
Yeah.
When we're down, 4-10.
Yeah.
Pull Carleek out and just say, "Man, I really enjoyed coaching you this year."
Yeah.
Right. Watch 2 more possessions. Give him some dap, and send him back out on the court.
Yeah.
That guy who
loosen it up. Yeah.
Yeah. That guy who returns to the court is okay. Because he had nothing but pressure on him. Even people don't understand. Having T.A. Clark pick you up man-to-man full court it's a difficult thing to do. Not many people can roll up in Carleek and even just dare, especially a guy who's going to be in the whole game too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dewan, it was this funny. Dewan always kind of made a joke about this. Having somebody nipping at the basketball while you're trying to look up and run a play and get people set up, that's fatiguing. That's mentally fatiguing. Because this dude is like, he can really steal the ball at any second. And I got handles. But this dude is one of the best defensive guards.
I had a buddy. I had a buddy who played quarterback, and he was a Division I quarterback. And he said, and it's funny, It's fun. I laughed, but then we were all like, huh. He said that when people run up on him, he gets flinchy.
Yeah.
And I was like, for real, you know, and he's telling me, he's like, Steve, man, he said, I dropped back. He said, he said that mental anxiety of, okay, like, I always have like another name. Yeah, like somebody's coming up on me. And that's what I'm saying is just the mental. But I'm thinking, okay, they're in this. He's breaking here. He's doing this. Do I dump it off? Do I do that? You know, and it's like, and I equate quarterback to point guard. Yeah. So to your point, I mean, it's like, I mean, think about that. This dude's got like a military twitch. Like if somebody runs up on him, he's like, whoa.
It's
like,
bad snaps.
Yeah.
I got 1,000 things to think about.
Yeah.
I'm Lamar Jackson. I'm playing a playoff game against a good team. I got 1,000 things to think about.
Yeah.
Make sure this snap hits me in the belly.
Right. Let me do this. Brian, give us those minutes, then we'll open up the phone lines because I know people are going to want to get in here. So give us the minutes of the starting five because I think this is because I think we're starting out here with what we didn't like, the bad from our team. Or both. Yes, and I want Dre. I want him to. 38. That means he set 2 minutes. The whole game. Okay, so stop right there real quick. And then 3 dudes were essentially on the court the entire game.
No chance for a mental reset.
Okay. So you got 9 minutes. Dre Davis played 28. So that means, and the other one was Quinn. What did Quinn have? 18? 17? Okay. So essentially, what was the next closest guy? 4 minutes. JJ Traynor. Now, let me be critical for a few minutes. What I was told all week, and now we got Brian cleared up there, 81-50, 93-9, 38-31. We'll start getting to some of you there. But, okay, here's the thing. What we were told all week was JJ Traynor, Gabe Wisnitzer, guys were going to get a shot.
Yep.
Okay. Now, here's my problem. You played essentially outside of 10 minutes of that game. You looked out on that court and you saw, give or take, a minute and a half. You saw Carly, Sam, David, Dre, and JJ. You essentially played these. Jalen, I'm sorry. Yeah. You essentially played the same lineup the entire game against Virginia. Didn't play Gabe, who, by the way, like I said, like him or not, he shut down the ACC Player of the Year for a half. He couldn't get 1 minute, and especially when we were switching everything. And I understand maybe the switch everything's why you couldn't.
Yeah, the game action just makes you feel like some other guys have earned a couple more.
What
minutes.
did JJ do in 4 minutes to only get 4 minutes? Outside of catch the ball and dunk the ball.
Efficiently.
Yeah.
He did it very efficiently.
4 minutes? And Jalen was really, like, we'll get the players. Jalen was good. When we get the positives, Jalen's going to be there.
B-Hall, say something so the YouTube channel knows they can hear you.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Okay. I just need this.
It's Brian Hall.
Hey, it's Brian. I'm here. 50-50 guy, ready to go.
I know. But how in God's name did you expect to win the game playing 5 guys, essentially the entire game?
And acknowledge that we gave up rebounds late that we don't give up.
Oh, no, yes. We didn't look like when Jalen gets the dunk, Dre hits the 3, and it was like, okay, here's our shot.
Yep.
You cut it to 3 or 2 or something like that. And then it was like, they just don't have enough to catch it.
Yep.
They don't have enough.
Yep.
Like, and it's, or are you, and this is the scary part.
Are you in it?
Are you acknowledging this is just what I got? So y'all get ready for a first round loss. Like, is that, I mean, at least like, is that what are you telling me? Like, I can't play the other guys. They're just not good. If so, now that's an issue. I don't think that's the case though.
You're right.
If so, that's a problem.
Right.
It's a problem not for just this year, but next year.
Yeah.
I mean, like, so I don't know why that was all that was done. So I hope I didn't step too much on that because I know you had but I just that bothered me
Big time. Lawrence, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Oh, what's up, Steve? What's up, Marcus?
What's up,
Feeling
man?
good.
The Sam Harper known is you saw Chris Matt saw Carly and David struggling. Why didn't you just run more plays for Sam? Because Sam knocked down a couple of mid-range jumpers. And I feel like if you would went to him, got him going, maybe that would have helped Carly and David. Like, can y'all answer me that?
Lawrence, I appreciate the call. I think Sam was in a position where the ball went through him. He had his opportunities.
I don't think we have sets. I don't. I mean, that's another thing that if I'm being and believe it or not, I know I sound like I'm really not in that bad of a mood on the team.
Right.
I'm really not. I mean, I think, and we'll get to that, but we made fun of Cal for years.
I think Sam falls into the category of, I think Sam wanted David and Carlik to have better games.
Yeah.
I just think he was kind of like leaning on our leaders.
I thought Sam was pretty good.
Right. They're right. And he was good when he was aggressive.
But would you at least agree that I do think that we made fun of Cal for years on he just kind of rolls it out there. And I feel like our offense is kind of two passes that and I'm okay. I do think there's a method to it, but it just kind of gets a guy one-on-one. You got him, my man. Gets a guy one-on-one and go.
Okay.
And nobody cuts.
Oh,
I mean, like that's just not a part. I don't know if that's being taught or if we just
put it this way. What if I told you we ran the exact offense of sets as Tony Bennett?
I agree.
Right. But here's the thing. We have principles, but they're reactionary principles.
Yeah.
If this guy cuts, you're supposed to do this.
Yeah.
A lot of times we end up standing there. So I'm sure that coach is yelling at them. This is when you're supposed to cut. But okay, like the other day, he calls a play. Coach calls this play, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was the Duke game. We were talking about it when Jalen got the big and one.
Yeah.
Okay, Jalen was out there. He was supposed to cut at a certain spot. Then he totally forgot to cut.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a lot of we're a second slow. We're a little maybe paralysis by analysis kind of. But listen, if you go back and look at the opening plays, right? You see cutting all over the place.
I agree.
You see a good flex.
Mm-hmm.
So if I told you, oh no, we got cuts and we got plays, guys were getting tired. You don't cut as much.
Okay. Yeah.
And there's not a lot of impromptu
with the minutes we just read. I would say okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'll meet you halfway. Yeah. No, we got sets. We do have sets. We do have motions.
Well, it's like I had a conversation with my son there. We were playing good, and I thought we played good defense pretty much the whole game. Really,
right.
Truthfully. But Kihei Clark was dribbling around, and my son was like, and I told you just the other day, and Kihei Clark just kind of kept dribbling. He went in the lane, and then he moved around. He's like, what's he just dribbling for? And then guy finally cuts back door. He gets him for a layup, and I said, that's why. You keep the ball
until somebody gets.
To your point, that could be a play where I would say if the shoe was on the other foot, we didn't even have nothing ran there, but there was still principles to.
Yes.
Yeah. So okay, I can meet you there.
Yeah. And again, if I open up, if somebody makes one cut and opens up the right side for me, Marcus, the whole right side's open. Go score the ball.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And he does do that well. He does get you in open space.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chris, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
Hey, guys. I just got a couple things that really aggravated me, and I'll hop off here. So one of them was, and they did it more in the second half. I don't know if you guys noticed, but they were running like a pick and pop with Jalen, and either Carlick or David would do it. And Jalen would be at the top of the key, wide open for a three, and he wouldn't shoot it. He wouldn't pass it. And I think they did that 3 or 4 times, and the last one, he shot it and made it. Mm-hmm. Went right in. I was like, come on, man. Second one was, it was kind of similar with David. They passed it to David. He had a wide open three. He wouldn't shoot it. Then he'd dribble a couple of times. Then he'd do it like a little pull-up three. That really aggravated me. But, Steve, I'm with you, man. I think it's a first-round exit, kind of like it's been this team, gets a high point in the middle, and then it just drops down with Mac. I just want to know your thoughts. Is Malik going to be our starting quarterback? And I'll hop off later.
Appreciate the call.
Now, hang on. I didn't say we were for sure going to lose. I was saying that if he's saying that this is all I got, then yes.
Okay, think about this. What he was irritated about, right, was Jalen Withers not shooting it at the top of the key. So I just told you, I'm coach. I said, I just ran a pick and pop and had a guy wide open at the top of the key. He didn't shoot it. Right?
Yeah.
Is that an offensive problem? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So you were angry and you put that on Coach Mack because Jalen wouldn't shoot a wide open shot that was open for him on the pick and pop at the 3-point line.
Yeah.
Next thing, David Johnson does not take the original shot. He's dribbling around. Then he ends up taking a pull up. It's a David Johnson thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't confident in his shot.
Right.
He wasn't confident. David Johnson was not confident out there.
No.
He's not been, he's not been comfortable the last 2 games. He was trying to get to the basket, you know what I'm saying? He was kind of pressing. But again, I will meet you halfway where I say, Coach, this is a game, maybe. Okay, Coach, out of his set, Steve, out of timeouts, out of dead ball possessions, out of timeouts, he runs great sets, right? We usually get a look that's there, and we either scream, throw him the ball, or we say, that was a shot, right?
Yeah.
When you see it, and when you see our players don't make it happen, okay, then I'll meet you halfway. Okay, Coach, you're gonna have to start snatching people who don't throw that pass, or who don't take that shot. And then look, now he sounds like Cal. Why wouldn't you just shoot that?
Yeah, I know. I mean,
but again, if you see a lot of wide open shots and guys not missing it, you can always draw. Every string can go back to the coach. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But yeah, we just have to find out which ones are fair and which ones are fan has to adjust
yeah,
to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like listening to Perrin and Drew even bring up Rick Pitino's name in the Department of Flair. Rick Pitino literally changed the way coaches dress in college.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the best to ever do it.
Right. Like, that's a different universe.
Yeah.
About, just.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. So, like, that's a waste of breath to even have those kind of comparisons. Who got at the bottom?
Alex, yeah.
Alex, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
Listen, I am
We're good.
happy you brought up
I'll just close them after this.
Drew and Perrin.
We'll go to break after 3.
End of the show. I called a little late because I had to take my wife to work, and I don't like to let my wife know when I'm calling on the show. She thinks I'm a weirdo that I call in. That's another story.
Whoa.
But listen, I was so pissed at their reaction to this loss because yes, it was embarrassing. The fact that Huff didn't play. He played like 26 minutes, and the other guy only played like 30 minutes, and like in the second half they basically beat us with. But that basically shows how much deeper Virginia is than this Louisville team. First of all, people coming into this season, they had no hope for this team. They thought we were going to lose to Seton Hall in Western Kentucky. I am so sick and tired of this weak. Oh, Jesus, help me. I am sick and tired of this fan base being so spineless, having no backbone. Kentucky can lose 55 games, and they think, oh, we're going to make it to this tournament, and we're going to win it. Like, we need to find some steel to place in our fandom backbone and stop being so weak as a fan base. We knew this team was young coming in, and then they started talking about recruiting. Do you not know that Jalen Withers was the number 3 player in Ohio? And guess who was in front of him? What was it? He was Melo Ball and Rocket Watts. Freaking Josh Nickelberry was I think he's like the number 2 or number 3 top scorer in North Carolina. The person that's over him in scoring His first name starts with an M, and his last name ends with a J. This Louisville fan base has pissed me off this morning, and we're so weak and so soft. Like we can't lose to a Virginia team that's better than us. It's not like we went out. I've been mad at losses. The Miami loss,
Right.
I was pissed off at that. I've been mad at losses, but the Virginia one was one that we expected. It's not my fault that y'all listen to these stupid other stations that try to make Virginia seem like they're a trash team, and they're not. This Louisville team is a good team. We have the pieces to make a run. It's all up for oh my goodness, this it just pisses me off. Like
No, it's fair.
I
Listen,
think-
it's fair
I'm
to
sorry.
it's fair to expect to win still. You know what I'm saying? And give another team a compliment.
Yeah, I mean, granted, was I disappointed? Heck yeah, I was disappointed in this team. But when I stopped back and I looked at the box score, I was like, this team, they have better players. They're deeper than us.
Alex,
And it's okay.
I got to cut you a little short, man. I got to clean out these phone
Go ahead,
lines before we
go
get
ahead.
out of here.
I'll
But we did get the point. I do
Said I'll
appreciate the
listen.
call. I need to get real quick. Scott, we're coming up on the top. Fire away, my man.
Yeah, I was just calling about the game. I kind of feel the way Steve did the last guy. You know, we're kind of short on depth. Carly plays the whole game. I get that. You know, your legs get tired at the end, but I think our biggest problem is empty possessions. You know, a lot of quick shots. How many layups do we miss a game? I mean, bunnies. It should be dunked. You know, 8, 10 a game probably. I'll let you go. That's just my opinion on what's going on, and just wonder how. I've never seen a Louisville team not be able to score layups.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
I appreciate the call. Listen,
Yeah.
you'd be surprised at how many times we've said that under Rick Pitino
That's
too.
probably true, but I get where he's coming
I
from.
do. I do know what he's saying on this one. Last one before we take a break. Jack, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Go ahead and fire away, my man.
I appreciate you taking my call. I just want to say one thing. I think the most frustrating thing about these losses, I mean, not only did it come on senior night, but our starting lineup has so much talent. I mean, with Malik in there, I don't think there's a better starting lineup in the ACC. The biggest problem is just we don't have anywhere to go off our bench. And one quick thing, real quick, I think Carlik was snubbed for ACC Player of the Year. We have more of those easy wins like Boston College, NC State, UNCG at home. He wins it. Do you think there's a chance he takes that? He feels like he's snubbed, so he comes back for another year to win it. That's all I got. Hope you'll have a nice day.
I appreciate the call.
We'll get into that.
Yeah.
I don't think he was snubbed, but I do think that's a big reason why he didn't win.
We'll have that conversation. Quick commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville.
We are right in the heart of winter, and if you're not sure your heating system is ready for the final stretch of these cold months, it may be time to call who we call at the station DFH Company. Heating and cooling has been their family business since 1935. Buy a complete train system and receive a free UV light which cleanses the airflow throughout your duct system, plus 18 months special financing. It's hard to stop a train, and it's hard to not call DFH Company today at 968-6222, or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. Subject to credit approval.
Hey, Card Nation, let's be honest. The real estate market in Kentucky is booming. And whether you want to buy or sell a home, now is the perfect time to do it. With interest rates at an all-time low and programs that can get you in a home for no money down. Want to learn more? It's simple. Just call Derek A. Stewart with Dream JP Pirtle. Derek is available virtually around the clock to listen, understand, and help you with all your realtor needs. So don't waste another second. Call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
Make your life better with a new job at UPS. Join Team Louisville as a warehouse worker and be part of an industry-leading organization that believes in promoting from within. Earn $14.50 per hour plus a $300 weekly bonus for some shifts. And you might even be eligible for a program that helps you graduate college debt-free. Enjoy an active job with big-time growth opportunities at UPS. Search and apply now at upsjobs.com/Louisville. That's upsjobs.com/Louisville.
U of L Health's medical expertise, known around the world, is now in your community and more accessible than ever before. The power of you is now at more hospitals, more medical centers, and more physician practices, along with Brown Cancer Center and Fraser Rehab, all dedicated to making the impossible possible. That's the power of you. To learn more, visit uoflhealth.org.
Hey everyone, I'm Brandon Lang. When Matthew McConaughey plays you in a movie, as he did me in 2005's Two for the Money, you have to maintain a certain image. That's hard to do when you're going bald. I needed to do something, and it needed to be done fast. Parsley Waldman's Hair Center came to the rescue. Louisville and the Midwest's premier hair treatment center not only gave me my hair back, but my self-confidence as well. Go to hairsurgery.com and find out how you can start your journey back to a full head of hair today. I can tell you firsthand, from the minute you walk in the door to the time you leave, you are treated as if you were in a 5-star hotel. And now that it's been a year since my surgery, I look back at pictures from a couple years ago. I don't even look like the same person. The procedure was an amazing success, and it has totally reframed my face. Go to hairsurgery.com and find out not only how affordable it is, but how you can get your hair back today. Visit hairsurgery.com. That's hairsurgery.com. And tell them Brandon Lang sent you.
Here's a word of advice for guys about ready to pop the question. She's hoping for a world-class designer ring in today's styles like she's seen in the bridal magazines and on Pinterest. Names like Tacori, Viraggio, Simon G. And these are the rings you will find at Genesis Diamonds. But not every store is allowed to carry these exclusive designers. So they'll try to convince you to go with their own house brand designers with so-called new and exciting looks. The problem is, what's new and exciting for them was new and exciting at Genesis 5 years ago. They're still playing catch-up, while Genesis is on the cutting edge with innovative, creative designs, rings that are original, unique, and trend-setting. And while the other store mass produces their knockoffs, every designer ring at Genesis is handcrafted right here in the USA. Guys, don't make her settle for a fast food kind of a ring. Get her one she'll be proud to show off for decades to come. Genesis Diamonds, your exclusive home for all the world-class bridal designers in America today. Shelbyville Road Plaza.
Hey guys, it's Andy Sweeney here. When it was time to expand our offices and studios at ESPN Louisville, guys, the choice was easy. Realm Construction. Find them online today, realmconstruction.com. They're family owned and have been serving the Louisville area now for 60 years. Owners Rich Banks and Bill Receiver could not have been easier to work with. Their knowledge, professionalism, and attention to detail were absolutely top-notch. Bottom line, Realm Construction did everything they said they would do and more. Realm Construction specializes in commercial general contracting. You've probably seen their work at 4th Street Live, as well as many healthcare facilities around the area. For their full portfolio, visit realmconstruction.com. We trusted Realm Construction for our expansion, and you should too. For your next project, use Realm Construction. Online at realmconstruction.com or give them a call, 581-9191.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial pound law on your cell phone. That's pound 529, offices Louisville.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville is broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services Studio. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben, 8150. 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. Coming out of this game, actually, I'll say this. I'll remind everybody. My pre-show disclaimer or my early show disclaimer. I'm a little more, open to criticism. I'm a little more open to negativity. I'm a little more open to anxiety and all that good stuff. Like, just because I know when you get around tournament time, you say some things out of angst. You say some things that you would not normally say to a loved one, and that's cool, especially around tournament time. But I will say this. I'll pose this question to Brian and Steve. Overall, what was the fan base's reaction, feeling
Like overall, like us as an army, the 300 army of the Louisville fan base. What's the overall vibe? Is it fear of the next game? Is it the doubt, the doubt creeping in? Is it the basketball eyeball said, that's a Virginia team, or so like where do you kind of sit on the meter of positive to negative coming, starting your post game? Or is it still because okay, we have been programmed Pavlovian to not believe a game is even going to be played. We have been programmed to feel like our season could be over tomorrow with these COVID pauses.
Yeah.
We don't know if we're going to play another game.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
We 2 hours before the game, like we have really gotten rocked as a fan base.
Sure.
So it's like you're still, even when you talk about tournament, like I'll believe it when it happens. Like it wouldn't surprise, like think about it, for the last year of your basketball life, you've not known that you're going to play another game.
Well, I mean, we sit here today and we truthfully don't know if Virginia Tech's in the ACC tournament.
Right.
I mean, like that's very much up in the air at this point. So
because yeah, like this is kind of a fan base therapy session. Like, I can
it's odd.
Yeah,
it's odd.
I can participate in people who are just, I don't feel good right now because I'm anxious. Like, what if we don't even get a play? Like, what, this keeps happening. And, you've been, what I'm saying is that's been the attitude all year.
I do think that it's not too extreme one way or the other right now. I will say that. I mean, I know that you do hear the immediate, I love doing the post games, but I don't take those as the gospel for how people feel. Because, I mean, sometimes, and then sometimes,
because it's heat of the moment.
Yeah, it's so heat of the moment, man. And sometimes the heat of the moment reaction can be the right one.
Mm-hmm.
And you can talk yourself out of it over time. Like I think that when I watched Jalen Withers that one night and got on there immediately after and said, that's the softest big man we've ever had. I don't think I was wrong. I don't think I would have said that on the air if I had had a day or two, but it's like, so sometimes it can be that, but I really think that people are kind of, and just from reading the text today and kind of getting a 50-50-ish response on the phone lines, I think people kind of feel like we do. And we haven't really got into what we liked. I mean, there's not a ton to like, but what you left. But I mean, I do think that
the phone lines are open, by the way. 81-50-90.
I think leaving the Center Saturday, I think a lot of people were not totally just like, that was totally just a failure, all system failure on Louisville. Yeah. But there's things they were upset with.
You know what I do though, Steve? This is how I judge. If somebody gets my attention with a comment, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to pass this tip on to you all. If you want to get on Marcus Maben's radar, with the comment. If you want me to even take your comment seriously, and I may read your comment, or I might read your text. And if I see on Twitter, if I see you complaining about the Super Bowl halftime show, if I see you complaining about the defense at the All-Star game, if I see you complaining about that kind of stuff, I'm not going to take your opinion because that's what you do. You complain. There's one other thing I'll do. I'll look at a game we won, and if we win a game, and you got one or two good job cards, and you move on to but who we play next, and then we lose a game, you can't stop tweeting about how bad we are and how we're going to be in trouble, and I literally if your ratio, if you didn't say this kind of goes back to your point. I'm going to throw you under the bus a little bit on this one.
Okay.
The first 5-10 possessions. If I told you we executed every bit of our motion the right way, and I say not one person that I follow tweeted out great offensive possession. It's a lot of movement, great offensive possession. But then at the 5-minute mark, we get our first real just bad screwed up possession. That's Mac. That's Mac every time. I just went back over this video So if you follow me, y'all see the video. I literally went through every possession, what the goal was of this possession, what side was opened up, clearing out. You know what I'm saying? Said these are excellent run possessions. Look, we ran this play. We missed the guy on the cut. Coach dropped. You remember Coach Max slammed the desk at halftime?
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't see it. I mean, well, you might have saw it.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
But okay, that play where Jalen Withers gets blocked.
Yeah.
Coach Mack is like, gosh, I drew up a play to get a wide open look. You threw it late.
He waited too.
And you waited.
It's like,
right?
I know. It's
Okay.
like he waited on Huff to get there.
Right. But here's the problem, Steve. Everybody saw that, and nobody said that was a good play. He called up right there. You know, he got some execution on
That's
it.
fair.
Or
Yeah.
he drew up a great play that we screwed up.
Yeah.
You never talk about that. So your ratio of we suck to good job, coach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
It's
absolutely.
horrible.
Absolutely.
So 90% of our, you know, look, like if I follow you or we interact or a fan base, we all interact with each other. So we are like, what's the word? Contact traced.
Yeah.
We are like fan contact traced. You know, I follow you follow me, we follow each other, we follow, you know, the Louisville fans. So through contact tracing, you're getting 90% of outrage is going into your brain. But nobody's giving the credit.
Well, yeah, but I mean, in life in general, I don't take too much from the opinion of somebody that refuses to see any alternative perspective.
And I'm just talking the Louisville, the world,
right? Yeah, no,
like
I
as a
get what you're
society.
saying.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
absolutely.
So yeah, like let me get to the phone lines on the last one. Dougie Fresh, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Steve, hey, just got a question, man. Tell everybody quit crying, man. You know that whatever that sound is, I guess that's NCAA tournament, man. It just sent chills down my body when you first came on. Man, everybody got to realize we didn't have this last year. We've already made it further than we did last year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No.
So give the boys a chance. I mean, it's anybody's game right now. Anything could happen. All I'm saying is go Cards, man. Just don't give up too early because we are just now starting. It's a fresh start for everybody. Go Cards. Thanks, Marcus.
I appreciate the call. Not only do I appreciate the call, bloodletting is important sometimes. Sometimes you got to trim the fat, Steve. And if you're just gonna be just loser mentality, I don't mind if you get trimmed. Yeah, just like you can be a diehard fan all you want, but you saying I'm a diehard fan, but all I want to do is point out the negative that's in front of us, the negative upcoming, you know, the negative about the coach. I don't care if you're a diehard fan. You're screwing up the fan base. You're screwing. Yeah, I don't want you in my circle, and that's not even being positive. I'm just saying. You know, you're living for failure.
No, absolutely. So in the second hour, what did they do that you liked?
We're gonna do grades. You don't want to do grades today, do you? You did, Steve.
I know. And we got some ACC awards, and Coach Cal just chucking right up under the bus.
He said something, people. Coach Calipari said something you're not going to believe. And he says a lot of things you don't believe. He said the one thing that I was praying to the sports gods he would say. And oh my God, he delivered. I love watching this show. Middays with Marcus Raven on 93.9 The Ville.
Are you shopping for a diamond ring? Did you know that the Princess Cushion Oval and Radiant Cut diamonds cost 20 to 25% less than a same-size round diamond? Did you know that a GIA certified diamond is more sought after and more valuable than a diamond that got the very same grade from any other gem lab, like the EGL, USA, IGI, or AGS? Did you know that when a jeweler tells you the diamond you're looking for isn't in stock, but he can get it for you, you could pay up to 30% more than you would for a similar diamond at a jeweler who actually owns the diamond and has it in stock? At Genesis Diamonds, you will learn the important facts from our non-commissioned diamond experts. Genesis Diamonds has one of the largest selections of GIA-certified diamonds in the country and has the best warranties and guarantees. See, at Genesis Diamonds, we have nothing to hide. That's why we teach you the inside secrets and show you how to buy like a jeweler buys. So before you pop the question, get the facts at Genesis Diamonds. Genesis Diamonds, where Louisville gets engaged. Shelbyville Road Plaza next to Trader Joe's.
Listen up. Wing Zone is your March headquarters. We have 17 amazing flavors to choose from, including our new hot garlic. Wing Zone can deliver your food right to your door just in time for the game. Don't forget to try our new colossal chicken sandwich. It's a massive 8-ounce chicken breast, fried or grilled, and then covered in any flavor that you want. Visit our website for a location near you. Wingzone.com. You got it.
U of L Health's expertise is now at more hospitals, medical centers, and physician practices, along with Brown Cancer Center and Fraser Rehab, making the impossible possible. That's the power of you. To learn more, visit uoflhealth.org.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job in ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville. Time now for an ESPN Louisville Sports Center update.
Good morning, I'm Brian Hull. The Sportszone update brought to you by Smash Zone Baseball, Louisville's premier baseball and softball training facility. Get your kids off the couch and into the game. SmashZoneBaseball.com. The number 1 seeded Louisville women's basketball team fell to North Carolina State in the ACC championship game yesterday, 58-56. Dana Evans led the way for the Cards with 15 points and 3 rebounds. The Cards finish out the year 23-3. They now await the selection show to see where they will be seeded in the tournament, but most projections have them either as a 2 or a 3 seed in the NCAA tournament. Moving on to the men's side, after the Cards' 68-58 loss to Virginia over the weekend, the Cards now head to the ACC tournament as the number 7 seed. The Kentucky men's basketball team heads to the SEC tournament as the 8th seed. Speaking of the Cards following their loss to Virginia, Coach Mack had
playing Virginia can be frustrating because they're just so solid. And if you had told me before the game that we would have held them on one of the top 10 3-point field goal efficiency teams in the country and how much they rely on the three, to go 3 for 15 from the three. They have 3 turnovers for the entire game. I thought it would have been, ours for taking.
The Cards will begin the ACC tournament on Wednesday, and they'll play the winner of Duke-Boston College. Sticking with the Louisville men's basketball team, senior guard Carleek Jones was named to the first-team All-ACC team, and he came up second in the Player of the Year voting. Also in basketball news, but this time the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, they split their 2-game series over the weekend with Old Dominion, losing on Friday 71-69, but turning around on Saturday and winning 60-57, which made them the Conference USA regular season champs. And last but certainly not least, the Louisville baseball team fell to Georgia Tech yesterday 13-9, dropping the weekend series 2-1. They'll take the field again tomorrow afternoon against Murray State. Keep it locked here. Middays with Marcus Maben is next. This is SportsCenter.
Injured in a car accident? Visit SueDistractedDriver.com.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about Four Pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
You take a second and knock down that DFH Mitsubishi mini split. 5 minutes later, we're almost freezing in here.
I was going to say, I was like, when was it hot?
Yes, about 5 minutes ago. So temperature control is obviously one of the most valuable resources one could have. If you agree, then DFH Company is the company for you. Simply dial 968-6222, or you can even look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Inquire about their Mitsubishi mini split for that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222, or look them up online at dfhcompany.com.
Mm-hmm. I got a new one, so I gotta prep. All right, let's do it. It's that time of year again. Conference tournaments are tipping off. Bubble teams are making their final push for a bid, while top seeds are preparing for what they hope is a long run. I remember when we did that. DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app, is putting new customers in the center of the action. Bet $4 on an underdog. Win $256 if they win. So that's simple. That's bet $4 on an underdog in select college basketball games, and if they win, you collect $256. The bank is open, right? Okay, pick one of many select college basketball underdogs for your shot at winning $256. All it takes is a $4 bet. There's no better way to put your college basketball knowledge to the test than to put your money where your mouth is with DraftKings Sportsbook. And don't worry, if college basketball isn't for you, oh, here you go, Marcus. They have DraftKings offers great odds, promotions on golf and hockey.
Awesome.
So you can get into that. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable, so you can deposit and withdraw your funds at your convenience. So download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code WLCL when you sign up and turn $4 into $256. If the underdog of your choosing pulls off an upset, bet on us. Oh, that's code WLCL, right? That's code WLCL to turn $4 into $256 for a limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Again, you must be 21 or older. Indiana only. It's for new customers only. Restrictions to apply. And see DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And of course, if you get a gambling problem, then you can call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. So
1-800-9-WITH-IT.
So no side effects at all to worry about.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Yeah.
I want to tell some people a quick 30-second, story. not really a story. It's kind of I don't know, whatever. I've been a part of the basketball world my entire life. I notice a lot of nuances, you know what I'm saying, in the basketball world, right?
Yep.
I mean, sometimes I even impress Steve Rummage with things I notice.
You do
that, you know, that most people won't notice. Now, people, there's a look that people in the basketball world have when they just have to be involved in some basketball. They it's like when they talk about the lion who was trapped in the wild, and he doesn't lose the look of the lion.
Yes.
And he's not domesticated. Even if you train him, that lion is just waiting for an opportunity to be a lion.
You can do.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
once you got it, you got it.
Perrin Johnson, who is now joining us in 93.9. He listens to us get into the weeds of basketball. Now Perrin is mainstream, national, Drew Diener, co-host. And he never gets the opportunity.
Traveling man.
Yeah, right. He's a cultured man. He never gets a chance to just get in the down and dirty weeds of basketball. He doesn't get to grade players. He doesn't get to, talk about the moves and the hezzies and the floaters and he never gets a chance to do that.
Come off screens.
Yeah, none of that stuff.
With just the nerdy stuff we love to do.
People, sometimes you wonder, like, Perrin is in here because he wants to be in here. He literally is dying to talk basketball. Perrin, welcome to the show.
No, I get to every time I see you, I get to talk about like the nerdy stuff.
Right.
I don't get to talk about the nerdy stuff. Like it's always something like it's like something stupid. I call them hashtag words. Flair.
I love that.
I love tremendous upside, tremendous flashes. I hate that crap.
Once y'all chased that stick off the porch, I was like, yeah, there's no coming back on this.
Listen, we're going to get into, I already warned Perrin. I said, hey man, I don't know what you got planned, but I said, this isn't like a segment. You're joining the show today for a little bit. So I said, we're going to get into some Virginia, Louisville, and then I want to get Perrin's. I do want to get Perrin's opinion here in a little bit after we get past some Louisville talk on Cal. Just
well, you know me. I like to be petty.
I'm we're gonna have fun.
I am petty as a kid.
Okay, so
yeah.
First of all, let's go macro. What did you feel like leaving the game? Like I said,
well, also if you're just tuning in, we remember we have a lunchtime kind. The first hour we kind of did what. We did a macro, which we're going to get from Perrin here, and we did a lot of what we didn't like. Right. Minutes played from the Louisville team. We didn't like, some different things.
We actually felt like minutes played was the solution to a lot, or the cause of a lot of the issues coming down.
Yeah. So that's what you missed. Catching you up, catching Perrin up, and catching the listener up to 11 o'clock.
Okay. So Perrin's vibe, leaving the Virginia game, just in general.
It seemed, first of all, what you said on Diener's show makes a lot more sense after I thought about the game. And if people didn't catch what he said on Diener's show was, you didn't like what Coach Gaudio did of planting that seed. So no, it's funny. After you guys did that first hour, I got off the phone and I talked to Steven Van Treese. And he said, I wasn't a guy that shot the ball a lot, but when I did not shoot the ball, Rick Pitino yelled at me for not shooting the ball. He never told me, I can't have you on the court if you're not going to try to be a threat.
Sure.
And for all the people that don't know that, do you want to repeat that quote again? That what you said that Coach Gaudio said you want me to repeat?
Oh, you can. Sure.
Well, he basically said, guys, throw out your averages because you're not going to get that against Virginia, which I understand what he was trying to do.
Yes.
But I also think about the guy that I played for, and those guys, he didn't do that. And that's what Steven was alluding to. And shout out to Steven. I'm going to see him on Friday. We're going on a bourbon. We're going to a distillery. We're going to have some bourbon, get it cracking.
About that.
But anyway.
I bet he can drink some bourbon.
Yes. But for me, and this is just not from a fan standpoint, this is just me being a basketball purist. I couldn't get away with how Clark defended Carlik Jones. It pissed me off because I felt like if Carlik gets the 15, we win. If he gets the 15 points, we win.
But it pissed you off because it impressed you.
I just couldn't get over how Carlik Jones has scored double figures in 40 straight games. And you got this guy that's just like by himself on an island, because that's what it is when you're guarding Carlik. You're on an island.
Yeah.
And he locked up. I mean, except in the post when they like doubled, because they always double everybody in the post.
Yeah.
But like when you're picking up a guy like that and you know he's going to have the ball in his hands, and if you told me we were going to play a game and have 3 turnovers and lose, I would have called you a liar.
Yeah.
We had 3 turnovers, dog.
That's
3
crazy.
turnovers.
When I heard you say that, I didn't realize that.
We had 3 turnovers and lost.
Yeah.
Name a Louisville game where you seen Louisville only have 3 turnovers.
And you brought up.
Did you think Clark was getting away with being handsy, or do you think he just had some good lockdown?
I think he had some good lockdown, but when you got good lockdown, you're handsy anyway.
Yeah, you're right.
If you got good lockdown, you're handsy on the lockdown. And so to your point, yes, I think he was, but I don't think he was handsy enough to deter Carlik from getting to where he could have gotten.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought Carlik got to where he wanted to get, right?
Yep.
You know,
but that little extra hesitation
and the Jay Huff thing,
the indecision,
and that goes back to where it's like it almost felt like all week they were being told he'll block you, because Carlik would get to his spot, and Clark did a great job, but Carlik would get to that spot where he usually hits that little runner, that floater, and he got there many times, and then it's like as soon as Jay Huff would take a step and help, he would toss it.
And I'll say this, you know who got to where he wanted to go, but he doesn't have that killer in him, that I call it that goon, that dog that go get it out the mud. Like, you know, if you drop him in an alley, he's going to be okay.
Right.
Sam Williamson. Because Sam has that athletic ability, that explosiveness to get his stuff off against Virginia. And he had a solid game.
He did to start the game, man.
But he should have had 20 points on Saturday.
Listen, what Perrin just said, and I know people are not going to like it, and you might have turned. Here's the problem. We probably turned off our ears during the game because we hate this guy so much. Dan, if you go back and listen.
Oh, he says, I hate him, but he says a lot of great stuff.
Good, man.
Listen.
He says a lot of great things.
Dan Dockage knows his basketball.
He's a dirtbag, but he knows his ball.
Listen.
Hey, Dan's been good.
Can I say dirtbag?
Listen, I don't care. I don't care about Dan outside. I don't even know what he does. I don't pay attention. When he does the games,
he's good.
He knows his stuff.
Yep.
The way Dockage talked about Sam, and it wasn't like he didn't like Dick Vitale, you know, he's the best. You know, he was like, I'm telling you, man, this kid, like, you can just hear it in his voice, like, I don't know what his problem is. Like, you could literally listen to Dan Dockage say, Sam, like, go, dude.
And you know Dockage's voice, to your point. And when he would talk about Sam, he would talk about a coach that was talking about a recruit that they might get. He was like, oh, man, Williamson.
Yeah.
When he makes a move. Oh, man. Like, he was excited about watching it.
Excited about his potential.
Yes.
But simultaneously disappointed. Like, why doesn't he just, you know, and again,
because he got a few at the beginning of the game.
I know, right? But we end up talking about Coach Mack. But if you listen to Dan Dockage, you know, during a game, he said the same thing, dude, you gotta. Coach Mack ran an isolation play on the wing for you. You have an isolation. Hauser's guarding you.
Plus,
go be a basketball player.
And no disrespect to Hauser, because the kid put on an offensive shooting clinic of getting to his spots and making shots. He can't guard Sam. And if you notice, to your point, you got Carlik in the pick and roll. You got to give Chris Mack credit for this, even though I'm not happy with the loss, because you show me a good loser, I'll show you a loser. He put him in the pick and roll with Carlik because they're getting a strong hedge. You swing the ball. You got you and Hauser on the late closeout coming to you.
I know.
That's barbecue chicken.
Listen, when I see it with my eyes, and people again,
you got to fry him like fish, Marcus. You got to fry him.
Yeah.
He's put him in the coffin. What do you say? You give that was Maven. Me give Maven the ball. Maven, put his bleep in the coffin.
And mouse in the house.
First thing I'm saying.
Mouse in the house.
Put him in the coffin. Mouse in the house.
No. Hauser in the house.
Yeah. I've had being of Hauser's descent, I've had that happen.
They call you shooter.
We went to Clarksville my senior year, Marcus.
He's a bean in those shoes.
Yeah, Jesus.
But again,
are they talking about me?
Right?
Oh God, shooter! This guy's about to take me. I'm like, help!
Hey,
no, listen.
When you look left and look right.
People aren't people. That's what I'm saying. When you're watching the offense and you see that ball get swung around to Sam, and a guy's closing out, running out of Sam, coach is like,
and you're not a shooter.
I drew this up for you.
Yeah, I know.
I drew this.
It's the Bobby Petrino thing we talked about when he was here. Said, you know, when you see a play that works out perfectly, and it's like you know how many times he probably was just like, y'all are booing, and I drew that. I drew that up perfectly.
And the fan says, well, why are you throwing it? It's like, no, because they're gonna catch it. eventually. But listen, I'm not going to stop throwing the ball because they won't catch it.
I know.
I'd rather lose than let Sam keep on. Listen, I'd rather bench Sam. Than to keep on letting him not take his guy.
Let me ask you this, and I'm throwing this out here with a parent too. Jalen Withers on Saturday. We haven't got to him yet. Okay, he's an interesting case because
I have so much.
I know that's what I'm saying. Because I feel like game after game we do this, but I also feel like game after game I see like an extra thing or two, and I'm not just talking about the one dunk. I mean, that was awesome, but just things he does.
Right.
But he's still like, they show the highlights earlier, and I'm standing there with Drew watching the highlights, and like 3 straight times they show like Jalen throw the ball away, Jalen get blocked underneath, Jalen hit the bottom of the Jalen wait on Jay Huff. But I'm like, I watched the game also, and then on the other shoulder, I'm like, man, he's getting better. He's getting a lot better.
Jalen hits the 3-pointer. Gets the next possession, pump fakes, goes around, gets fouled going to the basket.
Yep.
Dockage also said, no, he did a mature thing. No heat check. Yeah, you just hit a 3. No, I'm not going to heat check this one. I'm going to pump fake and go around you and get fouled.
But that's how you expand your game, because now if I'm a non-shooter and I hit 2 threes, you have to respect me to hit another shot.
Sure. And listen, he goes to the basket, gets fouled, and then he misses the 2 free throws.
And then goes right down and fouls Walden Tensai on a 3. And it was like, he gives and takes away. Like,
he give it.
Yeah. So it's like every game I'm doing the scale of did he get better or not?
Well, I'm not going to lie to you. Jalen's probably going to be 6'10" when it's all said and done by the time he gets out of here. Was he 6'9" now? 6'8", 6'9"?
6'9". Yeah.
He looks taller than when he came on campus.
So for me, I liked what he tried to do. He made that move when he tried to take the guy off the bounce. I'm excited about him, like in the future, like 17 feet and taking dudes off the bounce or pulling up. He can obviously shoot the 3, but he had those moments where you can see where the potential's there, but it's not there right now.
Yeah, the immaturity's there, but the potential's there. Oh, okay, let me ask you this: since we're deep in the weeds, switch everything
with him.
No.
Oh, in general,
just the whole team.
Coach Max said it. We went with switching everything.
I didn't hate it.
I didn't hate it. And we had spurts, but then we would do stuff like boneheaded plays, foul a 3-pointer in the corner.
Yeah.
I mean, and then here's the thing. Like with the Hauser kid, you can't let a guy get to a spot. Like he caught the ball in the left wing at the top every play.
He did his thing.
No, I'm not hating.
He did his thing.
I'm not hating. No, like the shots he was hitting were crazy. They were crazy as a guy that likes the game. But like, man, at least like deny him, make him go back door and shoot a layup or something. But I mean, it was a clinic. He put on a shooting clinic in that game.
I thought the number one criticism kept being Carlik getting caught on Huff. But I thought Carlik did a dang good job on
Huff. Huff is 7'1". You know what 2 plays make people think that Huff was killing us?
The dunk.
Yeah.
The dunk is one.
That was bad though.
The other one, listen, literally, the other one is a 12 to 13 foot over the shoulder hook shot from the baseline. Malik wouldn't have stopped that shot.
That was at the end of the shot clock too.
That was at the end of the shot clock. Carlik Jones made him shoot a 12 to 13 foot over the shoulder hook. That was a beautiful move.
And by the way, there's nothing more defeating when you like play defense that for 30 seconds and a guy finishes like that. Because that's what happened with Hauser a lot of times too.
We did it twice one possession. We got him all the way down, then we got him all the way down again and gave up the back door.
Back door with Sam's man.
Yep.
Listen, and again, when the shot clock is going down, you're assuming that Clark is getting ready to throw something up. You know what I'm saying? But 2 seconds is an eternity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To give up a late dunk or something like that. So yeah, those late backdoor plays, that wasn't offense. That was attacking guys. Like we're asking our DeAndres and Sams to attack. Like when somebody has the ball and your man looks away, go dive. Like Carlik and David will find you. We don't do enough of that, but that's something you got to get better at. Coach is going to have to start emphasizing that more and all that stuff. But let's leave it at switching everything.
I'm for it. I mean, because at the end of the day, you're small already.
Listen, you're right. You have to do the help side principles anyway.
You're small and you're playing pack line, so you're already in help side.
And that dunk Huff was almost DeAndre Davis had Huff almost at the charge circle.
Yeah.
He jumped up out of confidence, right? I'm gonna jump as high as I can, and I'm gonna reach out as far as I can. I'm gonna try, and he went for it. That was one of the more impressive plays that I've seen the entire basketball season out of athletically out of a player. So, but in our minds as a fan base, it's like, what are we doing with DeAndre Davis? No, he did an excellent job. They laid in the big man's lap and the first alley-oop of the game. Carlik left this guy. He messed that up.
Yeah,
you're supposed to stay pinned against
Huff.
So it was really 3 buckets.
Well, but yeah, you can also go back and watch that though. I mean, that was a bucket either way. It was Clark had a layup. I know, yeah, Clark had a layup, and Carlik just by nature, you challenge.
Yeah,
the
but
shot.
okay, but when you replay the entire game,
no,
this is why you can get mad at Coach Mack in the post game. Like, no, the defense was awesome.
I thought we were good defensively. Yeah, I didn't.
I mean, they just hit. I mean, let's be honest. Like
those late rebounds.
If you take away
the foul. Jalen Withers foul was a big momentum swing. We gave a couple of late rebounds up that I think Dead Legs did it.
I agree.
You take a couple of those plays, and again, the mentality of Virginia's block shots, block shots and defense. Those were the 4 factors that cost you the game.
And what people don't understand is this: when Virginia doesn't play, they play the slowest pace in the country. So this is something to consider, but I don't know how. I want to get you guys' opinion on this. If you know Virginia's not trying to run down court on you, right? Do you send an extra body to the backboard, or do you not? Because the way you beat a shot blocker is what? Offensive rebounding, because he's always leaving his man to go block a shot. So you got to kill him on the glass.
Quinn cleaned up a couple times on that.
Jalen had a couple of opportunities, man, where he just didn't go in violently. And listen, I can, again, y'all, if I'm Coach Mack, I can sit down with every person in the fan base and say, okay, watch this. I got Jay Huff out of position trying to block a shot. You think I didn't tell Jalen Withers, dude, you're going to have a chance to catch 4 dunks.
You'll get an easy double off of that.
Yeah, off the rim. And we can watch it together, and I can rewind it to every fan.
Well, I mean, like I said, Quinn, I know twice at least Quinn come off the backside, caught it, put it right back up. I mean, off the glass. So it was like, it does go back though, where I do still wonder why JJ only got 4 minutes. I thought when JJ was in there, I thought he was okay.
I think JJ's playing out of position.
Oh God, yeah,
and
absolutely.
I think it's and he's also learning a lot on the fly as well.
100%.
And his best basketball will be ahead of him. I feel like JJ would be nice in like a stretch 4 position to take more off the bounce because he has that ability.
I agree.
And it's hard for me to sit back here and watch him make this face.
I know.
But,
I know.
But it's but the thing about it is,
this is why
I don't know. I get frustrated with him sometimes because I want him to do more, but I also feel like he's not in situations where he could do more.
Okay, this is me. This is
to take me. Stop me if I'm wrong. Tell me where you take it.
This is not me targeting you.
Right.
This is me targeting everybody who says that. Right.
Okay.
Kind of sounds like you're coming at him.
Okay,
started off like that.
His army.
There you go.
Okay, the parent
that made it better.
The parent position army.
Right.
Well, there's only one of those people, and I'm a mercenary for hire, just in case you don't know. But go ahead. We'll go ahead.
Way to set that up.
I hate complaining about positions when parent. If you are a 6'3" point guard. You're expected to finish around the basket.
100%.
If you can shoot 3-pointers, they let you shoot the 3-pointers, no matter how tall you are.
No,
right?
You're right. You're right.
If I'm a 6'4" guard with a big body, they let me post up on the block. If I can get a bucket on them,
right.
So in every game, if I have the capability to post up, to dunk, to shoot threes, that's my position, basketball player.
Yeah, position is basketball.
I get JJ Traynor can guard big man and he can guard.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
But he's not strong enough to be down in that paint, and he gets moved a little bit at times. If you know this.
At times.
That's why I say like the post. Like if he was out like creating on the wing and coming in the rebound, I think he'd be more effective doing that.
But the way JJ, as of late, his last couple games, he has been the most active as far as keeping his guy out of position in the block.
So and he's the best at challenging shots.
Yeah, right.
So I understand.
So yeah, like I just get hypersensitive because that's the Denny Crum life in me. Like, we switch everything. We put our guards in the post. I can look. Alex Sanders plays center, guards Kenya Martin, shoots threes. Like, if you can do it, I don't give a pass on out of position. That got nothing to do with JJ Traynor dunking the ball or Jalen Withers not dunking the ball or dunking the ball. No, it has nothing to do with positions.
Right.
The only thing that affects position sometimes is who you're guarding.
And that's my point, I guess, what I'm trying to tell you is that
like DeAndre Davis.
He always he's not like DeAndre's thick.
You're right.
JJ's not thick like DeAndre.
But he's active.
He's active. But like when you get down there and you got him on the block and the ball's getting tipped 4 or 5 times, he can jump with that guy, but that guy uses his strength to move him at times.
I'm just saying his activity should earn him
more minutes.
Definitely more minutes. His activity, again, he's one of the more aggressive guys
when he's in the game.
Yeah.
That's why I was just like 4 minutes, man. It's like, you've got to give him a chance.
Right.
So for me, I'm glad you said this. When I look at the two guys that I really want to have an offensive explosion from where we're at now to next year, it's JJ and it's Jalen.
Because they have the most athletic potential.
Absolutely.
Yes, because they got stuff you can't teach. I can teach you how to be a better shooter. I can teach you how to come off a screen. I can teach you how to operate in the pick and roll. I cannot teach you how to go pin something against the backboard. I can't teach you to use your athleticism to rise above the people to finish above the rim and all that stuff.
JJ's such a quick jumper that he can play the pack line style and chest up and still be quick enough to jump up and block a shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
He doesn't get pump fake crazy. Like Jalen can get a shot. Wall up and then go get it.
Did you see my baby split 2 guys on the post, take 1 dribble and go up and almost break J Huff's jaw? Like, it was like that's why I say, and I know people like to laugh at it, but I'm like, that's my babies. Like, that little baby dude, it's his first year, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, he's got 4 years of eligibility.
And I want to throw out one more little assignment, and then we're gonna take a break. Are you gonna stick around for grades?
I can.
Listen.
Like I said, I got time today.
Okay.
I got time today. Because plus Steve said he wants to get with me about something, so I want to see what he's talking about.
Yeah. We're gonna get with them under the bus.
We gotta hurry up. What I want you to go back and look at some point is look at Coach Mack the moment Jalen Withers makes his move to go baseline, right? Coach Mack is literally like he's like shaking it, like he looks like he has to go to the bathroom as he's watching Jalen, because he's like loading up, like you gotta duck. Like you can tell he's been wanting this more than any of the fans. Like you can see his body just gets all rigid, and he's like literally dunking the ball with Jalen on that. And
he jumped.
He didn't jump, but he wanted to. Like he was moving and jerking. It was really funny. You want to hit that?
Yeah, before we go to break, or are you gonna get this call? Get this call now. Grab something before we go to break.
Who got right here? I can't.
Jackson.
Jackson, thanks for joining us on 939. Fire away.
Hey, thanks for taking my call. By and large, defensively, I don't think, with the exception of a couple of blowouts, we haven't played that bad. And I know you can look at little plays here and there, but I'm glad you have Perrin on. But I guess my big question is, what can we do offensively to be better with this team, with the kind of talent we have? Obviously not having Malik, but what can we do offensively to be more efficient and put up points? Because I think that's probably more the issue than defensively, because we talk about matchups and, we don't match up well with Florida State, but then you see Notre Dame beat Florida State, and, Notre Dame's nowhere near in our class. So to me, it tells me that, scoring matters, and putting up points and having the ability to put up points gives you a puncher's chance, even when you play against a team that might be more athletic or pose matchup problems. So, what do y'all think about that?
Listen, I do think, I appreciate the call. The easy answer is confidence. The easy answer is confidence. Hey, I've drawn up things to get you guys in good positions. You got to be confident to go deliver. Jalen, you're getting the ball around the basket. You got to be confident. JJ, you got to be confident. Sam, listen to the commentators. Listen to everybody. We're not sitting around talking about potential. You got to be aggressive. That's what's going to improve our offense 1,000%. That you want to hit that before we hit?
Yeah. Before we jump off here, let me remind people to head to Kroger for prices that are lower than low and food that's fresher than fresh. You'll find more ways to save on the fresh you love with personalized coupons, weekly sales, and rewards like fuel points. Really, don't sleep on that Kroger sushi. All for prices that are even lower than the everyday low. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Last commercial break, middays with Marcus Maben on 99 The Bill.
Steve Rummage here from 93.9 The Ville, and I want to tell you about Vitality Wellness and Weight Loss. Vitality is a safe, effective weight loss program that is tailored to your body. With Vitality, you'll get a personalized food list and supplements based on your needs. Vitality is science-based, and in your first visit, you'll go through a complete body scan and be assigned a personal specialist. In the first week, I was down 16 pounds. So go to vitalitylouisville.com or call 502-442-2117 and let them know you heard about it right here from Steve Rummage and 93.9 The Ville.
It's March Madness, so join me, Luke Whitehead, on Tuesday, March 16th at 7 p.m. for the official Louisville Alumni Bracket Breakdown, benefiting the Cardinals Can Scholarship Fund. I'll be joined by U of L greats Daryl Griffith, Becky Burke, Peyton Siva, Sarah Hammond, Marcus Maben, and more, with appearances from Vince Tyree, Angel McCautry, and Hall of Fame coach Denny Crum. We'll break down the brackets and preview U of L's path to the Final Four. Register for this virtual event at LouisvilleAlumni.org/bracket breakdown. And go Cards!
When you are buying or selling a home, you have a ton of questions that need to be answered. Well, what if I could answer those questions with 3 simple words? Call Josh Jarbo. Josh specializes in residential real estate, getting buyers the home of their dreams and sellers top dollar for their home with the best negotiating skills in the industry. And if you tell him you heard about him right here, you'll receive up to a $5,000 seller's credit. So contact Josh Jarbo today at 502-216-7590 or joshjarbo@remax.net.
You heard it on your sports leader.
We are here for a very special announcement. We're the new home for Louisville City FC.
ESPN Louisville is now the exclusive home for live play-by-play of Louisville City FC.
I'm really excited to be partnering with ESPN Radio. This is fantastic. Welcome to the family. If you have the chance to listen to the game being called on the radio, it really is a beautiful thing.
Be sure to catch every second of the upcoming season as Lou City goes for another USL championship. Listen to every match live right here or on the ESPN Louisville app.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
We always have our focus around here at ESPN Louisville, not Focus with an F, but with a PH.
Focus is sparkling water with caffeine, and it's putting sugary soda on notice with its newest flavor, Cola, which was just awarded Best New Product by BevNet Magazine.
Focus Cola has all the classic taste, but none of the harmful ingredients. No sugar, no sweeteners, no guilt. It's what's missing that matters.
Haven't had it before? Try Focus Cola for just $12 when you use code NEWCOLA at www.drinkfocus.com.
Oh, ship! I need to get this package downtown by noon.
Don't worry. There's a brand new on-demand delivery service by Z-Trip. It's Z-Shipping.
Are you shipping me?
No, we're shipping your packages.
For the quickest, affordable, on-demand courier service, visit zshipping.com. zshipping.com. Let Z-Ship help you with your delivery needs. That's zshipping.com.
Hey guys, it's Andy Sweeney here. When it was time to expand our offices and studios at ESPN Louisville, guys, the choice was easy. Realm Construction. Find them online today, realmconstruction.com. They're family owned and have been serving the Louisville area now for 60 years. Owners Rich Banks and Bill Receiver could not have been easier to work with. Their knowledge, professionalism, and attention to detail were absolutely top-notch. Bottom line, Realm Construction did everything they said they would do and more. Realm Construction specializes in commercial general contracting. You've probably seen their work at 4th Street Live, as well as many healthcare facilities around the area. For their full portfolio, visit realmconstruction.com. We trusted Realm Construction for our expansion, and you should too. For your next project, use Realm Construction. Online at realmconstruction.com or give them a call, 581-9191.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
What's up? I'm ready.
Right here, right now.
Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville is broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services studio. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maven, 8150.
She went home.
93.9 is the number. 93.
No. She took that long. She went home.
Talking about out there out the window.
No.
See Marcus trying to get that on.
The microphone prophylactic. Yeah. Like, so anyway, Brian, we're gonna go a little high intensity with the grading segment because we had to leave a few minutes on the back end for a Coach Calipari conversation or a bit of a pointing out. So let's do it, Brian.
All right, so let's start out with the least amount of minutes played so far. Let's see. Hold on, I'm pulling up a different box score because it doesn't have quite as much info. Okay, so the least amount of minutes played was JJ Traynor with 4 minutes on 1 of 1 shooting with 2 points, 0 rebounds, 0 turnovers.
He gets a B- because I don't know what he said to the coach to piss him off, but whatever it was, you shouldn't have said that, so that's why you get a B-.
Yeah, I was gonna go a B because I thought he was pretty good when he was in there. He played all right defensively.
What did you say to Coach Mack before the game to get him mad at you to only play 4 minutes?
Yeah. Be seen, not heard. I give him a B.
Yeah.
Because you do a lot of great things to take yourself out the game.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You said something mean.
All right, so Quinn Slazinski, 18 minutes, 2 of 3 shooting, 0 of 1 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 7 points, 5 rebounds, 0 turnovers.
B, you would get an A for what you did out there, but you let Sam Hauser get hot.
Yeah, I was gonna go C+ on him because it's like, man, you just at no point do I feel like at no point during the game am I like, you've got to keep him on the court.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what sucks is it's like, I at least even if it's just once where I'm like, all right, Quinn, don't take Quinn out. I'm always like, anytime somebody runs to the table on Saturday, I was like, oh, they come in for Quinn.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, okay.
You know what? You B-.
Yeah.
I got a better question for both of you. I'm going to give him a C.
Okay.
Did you know he was out there when he was out there?
Not really.
So that's why I give him a C.
Yeah.
When he cleaned up like six.
That's what I said, when he cleaned up those 2 buckets. That was it.
That's it. Okay, but did you know he was out there?
No.
Yeah,
exactly.
Only when he got the rebound.
I'm like that. Like I didn't know he was out there.
And
you need somebody to attack, man. You need an attacking wing.
And let me talk to my delegation for a second. Mm-hmm. He had 7 points. Brian, we read off his stats or his field goal and free throws.
No, they're official. That's why.
So he was 7 points, 5 rebounds, 2 of 3 shooting, 3 of 4 from the free throw line.
Stat line's official.
Listen. Here's the thing. 8 points. If you have an odd number like that and you didn't hit a 3-pointer, the delegation's angry.
So time out. Because he didn't have 8 points.
No, you get what he's saying?
Yeah, I do. I just messing with him. I want him to explain this in more detail.
I
get where you're going with this.
We hit free throws.
I get it. So 75% ain't it, right?
Yeah, 75% ain't it. 3 or 4. If you had 7 and didn't hit a 3, that means you missed one.
He was 0 of 1 from 3.
That's not all right.
It's not all right.
That's not all right.
Delegation is strong this morning.
We don't do much, but we hit free throws.
Okay.
Well, we talked about it. We were mainly a 5-man rotation, and so that included Dre Davis.
We're already to the starters.
29 minutes on 2 of 4 shooting, 2 of 3 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 8 points, 3 rebounds, no turnovers.
B+.
Yeah, exactly what I was about to say. B+.
You played great D. You stayed in Huff's lap the entire game. You pushed him around. You literally pushed Jay Huff around.
He did the best job on Hauser. I mean,
and Hauser.
Hauser had to hit tough shots.
Think about it. DeAndre Davis did the best job on the 7'1" guy and the hot wing.
Yep, 100%.
He's stronger than he looks. He's a strong kid. He's a strong, tough kid.
He looks pretty strong.
But I give him a B.
Yeah.
Because when you're a freshman playing this many minutes, normally you hit that wall in this time of the year. And
dude, he's 2 of 3, A minus.
He was good.
A-.
I know. I fought an A.
I'll give him a B.
I'll give him a B plus. I'll go B plus.
I'll give him a B because you can't give him an A because you got to leave room for growth.
A minus.
He was good.
You ain't moving. Okay.
And listen, parent, I don't give away A. So if you heard the grading segments, everybody's probably shocked right now that I gave away an A.
And that
don't give A's.
That second 3 in the corner
sounded like a teacher. Sounded like a teacher. We were 2 students in the corner. Mr. Maybe don't give A's.
No, he don't.
Listen, I get harassed regularly on social media for not giving out A's.
Grades on the curve.
No, I don't.
That's me. I do the curve thing.
Okay, y'all.
All right, next up we got Jalen Withers, who played 31 minutes on 4 of 10 shooting, 2 of 4 from the 3-point line, 2 of 5 from the free throw line, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 3 of those offensive, 2 steals, 2 turnovers.
God, what you got, Mr. Maybe? What's your grade for this one? Huh?
I know.
That face says a lot.
I just don't know, man. So I'm just going to give him a B. I'm just going to say, Jalen, it's a B.
I wonder if teachers really do that right there.
I know.
Yes.
I just don't know, man. I want there. Look, you had A parts and you had C minus parts. So I'm just going to give you a B.
I give him a raw C. I get you get a raw C. Like you had opportunities to really get A's and B's.
Oh, Texter's right. We lost, so we shouldn't do grades.
He said we should give an L because we lost.
Hey, we lost. So
that's actually kind of funny.
Hey, good call, Texter. We lost.
That's kind of funny, but
never mind. We lost. Let's just forget it.
I see what he did there. But anyway, so you're giving a what? So maybe what are you giving?
Why did I come in today?
And Steve,
I forgot we lost. Like,
hey, Steve, what did you give him?
I gave him a B.
What say you?
I give Jalen a B plus because the reason why is I didn't like the turnovers. I didn't like what he did at times. It felt like he was trying to do too much. But however, don't you want guys to try to do more? And the only way you know how to try to do more is if you try to do more. So I'll give him a B plus.
That block, there's no way he gets anything above a C. You made Coach Mack slam the table. You can't have a B. You just can't have it.
Could have hurt his hand.
Yeah,
I'm used to guys hitting tables, so
right.
Yeah.
But yeah, you pushed him to that level of anger. You can't have anything.
Okay.
So C.
All right, next up we got Samuel Williamson. He played 38 minutes on 4 of 7 shooting. Did not attempt a 3-pointer. He was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He finished with 9 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, and no turnover.
It's hard.
C plus.
Jeez, it's hard for me not to give him an A. Man, it's hard. But I'm gonna go B plus because man, I just thought he come in so hard for rebounds. I mean, and there was a couple times.
Yeah,
he got
I like
hockey
that.
rebounds.
I like that. Yeah,
you said he come in so hard. Watch him. Man, that's on the mixtape. Hey,
I know. Hey, look. So
yeah, we don't worry about Cat West.
Trust me. When 10 o'clock hits, Mitch is like, let me see what they're gonna say today. Yeah, like he's all over that.
You didn't address Mitch either.
Oh yeah, I didn't address Mitch either with his 74 straight. Just like it's like he was commissioned yesterday to piss on Louisville. It's like somebody called him yesterday morning. Like,
that's tough.
Hey, Mitch, listen, today I'm gonna need some more pissing on Louisville on Twitter.
Yes, like he was under orders.
Oh yeah, I mean it was like dude, you're just like coming up with random stuff. Like,
I give Sam a B minus. He did some good things. Could have done more.
You know what Jack referenced? You know what Jack and Mitch were sitting around doing?
I can imagine.
What if I told you, if I came on here and said, it's hard to beat a team, especially like a Coach K team, 3 years in a row or 3 games in a row?
I said that.
Yeah.
Listen,
anybody with a
brain says that. Parents
would say that.
Everybody says that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was Jack or Mitch, but they're in the same boat. He went back to
basically the same person
to 1990 freaking 4. Tim Duncan did it. So it can't be that hard to do.
That sounded like Jack.
What? I couldn't believe it. He referenced
Tim Duncan.
Duke losing to Wake Forest 3 times in 1 year from 1994.
Well, who do they have, though? Tim Duncan. He's a superhero. That doesn't count to me.
Listen, if I have to go back 30 years
That's tough. I get
to
that.
find out when Coach K lost 3 times in one season to the same, like, think of it. That's
because I heard parents say it this morning, and he was right. Drew gave him the stat. He's like, well, 72% of the time people are winning the third game. It's like, this is Krzyzewski, bro.
He got 2 game films.
The best coach ever.
He got 2 game films, dog. He got 2 game films.
And listen, when you say 72%, Coach K is in the 28%
of guys that didn't get beat 3 times.
Yeah, right. Just like, he's the best.
Plus, Jack's going through it right now anyway because I use a football school. They just gave their coach $5 million.
I saw that. And
whatever,
Jack was like, well, it happened in 95. Oh, well, that's like the Texans. Well, we lost.
So let's not do grades. Well, okay, what do you want to talk about, Texas?
Let's see what they do Wednesday. No shows until Thursday.
Tuesdays, just because Tuesday's done.
Okay, who else we got, Brian?
Next up, we got David Johnson. He played 40 minutes on 6 of 17 shooting, 1 of 5 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 14 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover.
David gets an F, dude. Dude, I'm so tired of like, this has been about, okay, I'll give you a pass 1 or 2, but this is about 4 games in a row. He's looked like piss.
D+.
Hey, damn, that's strong.
Yeah.
But you know what? Now that I hear it, it's supposed to be a draft pick.
I know, man.
It's supposed to be a draft pick.
And I mean, how many times can I watch
I'll give you a D.
Yeah.
I'll give you a D.
Steve Drummond shouldn't be able to sit in section 103 and go, he's about to spin and get it taken.
Listen.
And you spin and get it taken.
Listen, the biggest disappointment in my own brain, the thing I'm most hurt, like I'm hurt by saying this. I was supposed to be outraged that he didn't make first, second, or third team.
Yeah.
I could justify it.
No, absolutely.
And that broke my heart.
I know
that I could justify that with his inconsistency.
Your voice cracked a little bit.
Yeah, no, because it hurts.
Right.
That hurts.
100%.
Like, dude, like, nah, like.
But it's like, I kind of get it, man.
That's what I'm saying. It hurts.
I mean, maybe I could make an argument. Like, me and Perry were talking like Alvarado's, you guys. But then again, I'm like, whatever.
No, it broke my heart.
Yeah.
It breaks my heart to say, no, like, dude, you're not bringing it.
I know.
You're not bringing it.
All right, let's get this last one. Then we got to get to what Cal said real quick.
Yeah, last up, we got Carleek Jones, who played 40 minutes on 2 of 15 shooting, did not attempt a 3-pointer, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 6 points, 0 rebounds, 6 assists, and no turnovers.
I blame the
C-.
I blame the teacher.
You're so
I blame the teacher.
So excuse that.
Yeah.
You give him excuse absence.
Yeah.
I give him a C-.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was grading him, yeah, because I do think K.A. Clark is really good. I mean, he's a championship.
Hey, man, that was a D. I don't care who you were. That was strapping.
Okay, that was your segment. Okay, go ahead. Do you have it set up?
Do you got the sound? Okay, play this.
Are you going to set it up first?
Okay, let me set this up.
I'm listening.
This is coming from John Calipari. Get him to the NBA.
King of the one and done.
John Calipari. Send them 1 year. Send them out the door. First round pick.
Yeah,
you got to go.
Okay.
Add them in there.
You got to go. You have to go. You can't even come back if you're a first rounder.
So what's the go ahead, B? Play that sound.
It's also eye-opening to know as an individual player, man, physically, I'm not where I need to be physically. And so, we've had other guys, and it was like Emmanuel Quickley. Emmanuel Quickley walked in my office and said, Coach, I know you said this would be hard. This after his freshman year. This is way harder than I thought, and I didn't have a good year. But I'm coming back, and you watch. No one will outwork me. Those are the guys that should come back. That mentality, P.J. Washington, that mentality. I'm not coming back to do Showtime. I'm not coming back to say, hey, this is my team. I am coming back because I'm going to get better, and I can accept that I didn't play the way I needed to play. And this is way harder than I thought.
You okay, BJ?
BJ is the guy who's willing to say that to you?
Well, again, every kid has. I'll spend 3 minutes with each of these kids. I don't spend that much time on this. I'm not trying to, I like when kids go through the process because the teams aren't going to lie to them. They're going to tell them the truth. Going through the process is good. So, whether it's any of these guys, you can't be delusional because if you are, it'll catch you. You have to be real, and you can't blame anybody for your performance. You own it. And then you say, here's what I can do and how I can get better. But like right now, I'm not worried about that, and neither of these guys. They're worried about taking a day, having a couple practices, and let's get ready for a tournament, one game at a time, one game, 4 different days. It's also.
So what's your question for me?
Well, first off, BJ, are you okay, buddy? Did that hurt when he ran over you or when he backed up? Which one was worse?
Did he say BJ needs to come back?
This man is. You just compared him to Emmanuel Quickley after his first year.
By the way, Emmanuel Quickley's been bald.
Sure, he has.
Of
course he has.
He's been bald.
BJ Boston is the leading scorer on Kentucky's team, is in every first round mock draft known to man. And you just got on a press conference and said, well, maybe you need to learn how to work. Maybe you need to this. Maybe you need to, maybe he needs to get better at this, this, and this. This is the time where Calipari would typically be on here going, hey, NBA, the last few games, that's the BJ Boston, y'all. That's a lottery BJ Boston.
You're not politicking to get him out of here.
Unless you had a crappy season and you're staring another crappy season in the face next year. Maybe not an 8-9 win season, but dang sure not a Kentucky season.
So what's my question?
So my question to you is, why now has Calipari, in your opinion,
not been pushing the NBA,
decided that now's the time that kids should start loving school and working hard?
Well, all we heard about
on BJ?
About him going to the league?
Yeah.
I mean, I think he needs another year. It's clear as day. He needs another year. However, I don't think he's coming back. I mean, at the end of the day,
he's a top 20 pick.
He needs a lot of work. He's not strong. He's not a good finisher. He gets pushed around a lot against the Mississippi States and the Ole Misses of the world.
Since when did that matter?
It never did.
That's what I'm saying.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
But now, like, here's the problem when you look at that roster. You don't have a point guard. You hope the guy Davion Mintz loves Lexington a lot becomes
no. You see what you're doing though? You're making this about the roster, which is exactly Steve's point. Cal's thinking about his roster. He's supposed to be thinking about getting his guys
out of here because here's the thing. Because you know why? Because you know why? The guys you're bringing in next year aren't much different from the guys you got now.
They're not.
That's his point.
That's my point. Like,
so
he knows next year's team's not going to be much better than this year's team.
The macro point is your number one sell job is get in here and go to the league. Here's
the thing. Here's the other thing. I didn't mean to cut you off, but you don't need to go to Kentucky to get drafted.
No, that's
and I think kids,
that's the point.
And kids don't understand it. Like you don't need it. I mean, they do now, but like so. Like if I'm a recruiter, if I'm a guy at Oklahoma State, well, it's down to you in Kentucky, coach. So why should I pick you? Well, you might get lost in the shuffle, or you can come here and play 35 minutes,
or you might get thrown under the bus,
like he did Terrence Clark. Like he did Terrence Clark.
You see Terrence Clark's tweet?
I bet.
You see the tweet?
I bet. Yeah.
No longer depressed.
Probably like, well,
yeah, he's there. He either got some Zoloft or he's free. I don't know which is which.
But you get my point, people. This is the first time Cal has ever. You should probably play.
Yeah, Brian, go ahead. Sorry about that.
This is the first time Cal's ever talked about.
Somebody's getting a little worried.
And now
you would never bring back a top 20 pick.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. Just knowing what I know, they only like to practice an hour and a half. So Kenny will come in and do the skill work every year.
Yeah,
Kenny ain't doing the skill work every year. Also,
welcome to
the other thing is this, and I'm gonna leave you with this, and I'm gonna give you this nugget. He always had two guys in his ear that would reel him in because they weren't yes guys. One was Dwayne Peavy, who's now the AD at DePaul. The other one is the guy that's coaching for the Knicks.
Welcome to Middays with Marcus Maben, parent. Welcome to Middays.
That's all I got.
With Marcus Maben. So hope y'all like mediocrity.
I try to educate y'all.
enjoy it.
Future's not bright.
I try to educate you before you get hit in the face with reality.
So when Ellis and Matt Cross and Malik walk in the Rupp Arena next year and tap at rear end,
for a second
straight year. Just remember, we told you it was coming. Or maybe Collins and all 180 of him can do something.
Oh, no. They got a transfer from West Virginia. His name is Oscar.
First of all, question. I'm going to leave you at this. Why does a guy leave a team that's top 10 in the country? I had so many questions.
Because you're not good enough to be on the team.
I had so many questions. I mean, I know he could play. So many questions.
It's a beautiful thing.
Woo! So...
But I'm sure we'll find a way to make fun of Louisville, though, right?
You're asking for top 20 picks to come back to school now. Have the mighty have fallen.
Did you hear Mike Schultz at the game when they did play South Carolina?
I did not.
He's the NBA Schultz or whatever his name is. He said, I think he needs another year.
Yeah, that wasn't the narrative before, though.
No, it was like him, Terrence Clark.
So the one and done is officially dead.
At least there it is.
Fun.
Yeah.
It's a good day.
Great day. Midday for Marcus Maven on 939 The Ville.
We always have our focus around here at ESPN Louisville, not focused with an F, but with a P.